The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. Make creamy mac and cheese or a spinach artichoke fondue from our selection of Murray's cheese. No matter how you shop, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's alphabetical ordered episode, I will be talking on negative people. Because, man, I feel like we need to know a little secret about a person that's just always negative. I mean, it doesn't matter what the situation is. You could be having the best time of your life. Somebody will find a reason to just really rain on the parade, if we're gonna use like an old saying. But man, it's crazy. It's like, there's just at times like where I've dealt with a person that's just downright negative, and I'm like, see, here's the thing. I feel like people need to know the difference between somebody that has an attitude and somebody that's just downright negative. I feel like a person that has an attitude, like they do have the things in this world that makes them happy. The reason why I say that is because there was this one girl where I thought I was judging a book by its cover. I've mentioned this girl before. She's the wrestling fan that surprised me that she was a wrestling fan. But the thing was like I always just thought like, she was just this angry person, like always was negative, always. And that's why I was like, for the most part, I never really had no conversations with her. Like I knew who she was, but yeah, I was like, nah, I'm not fooling with you. I'm just going to, I'm going to talk with the people that I do know, the people that do be laughing and, and all that. But the thing was, what was so crazy was that I felt like that I related more to her than everyone else. Like when I sit down and think about it, I'm like, bro, I feel like if me and that girl, we had more classes with each other, I think we had been good friends still to this day. Cause man, it's like she was one of those, like everybody else that that was in our like friend circle and stuff, like she was the one that I didn't talk to. I talked to her the least, but I related to her the most, which is crazy. And then like everybody else, it was like I talked to them the most, but I related to them the least. So it was weird. It was weird how it was like that. But anyways, that's the thing though, where I'm like, she was not a negative person. She was just one of those people that did not, she more so put out that energy that she did not want to be bothered. And I'm like, fam, I understand that. I get you. I get where you're coming from. I'm like, I'm the same way, but I had to say with me, I'm just a little bit more outspoken. Like the thing is, I had to say about myself is that I will put myself out there, to deal with a negative person without thinking like, oh, okay, they're probably not negative and stuff. So that's what her, on the other hand, she was like, no, like if I don't want nobody bothering me. And I get that. I understand that. I feel like that's a lifestyle where it's like if somebody genuinely cares about you, like they'll show it and stuff. So, but anyways, man, like that's one little secret though about like a person that is negative. Like, like they'll straight up just surprise you like on how negative they are. Like let me think of some stuff. All right. So for an example, like, let's say if this is a friend of yours that you went to school with, right? And let's say two friends that you also went to school with, they're getting married and they're posting about it on social media. That particular friend is like, man, that marriage ain't gonna work out. I'm like, bro was out there. He had like every girlfriend that he possibly could when we were in school. And the girl, she's weird and crazy, like finding everything wrong to say with it. My thing is this, yeah, we might all know that. Yeah, the girl might be crazy. Bro might have had numerous girlfriends, but it's like, I feel like that if they're getting married, maybe something sparked between them. Because the thing is this, I don't be looking into people's personal lives. I don't be really paying attention to a person's personal life. So when they come to me and they start talking about others, gossiping and things, like I get the gossip conversations, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't really care. It's not like I'm going to lose any sleep at night because I'm worried about some other people. And I feel like, yeah, like somebody like that where it's like you're just finding everything wrong with others. Negative person. I'm like, I'm sorry to, to put you out there and stuff, but no, that's the thing though. It's like, no, it's, yeah, they're a negative person. But that's the thing though with negative people. they will never ever come out and talk about themselves. The reason why I say that is because, for an example, you know, with me and content creating and the negative people that I've dealt with, they have never made a video sitting down and talking about what they want in life, who they are as a person, whether they're long-term goals, whether if they have any short-term goals, what are those? You know, like what is something that brings genuine happiness? And if they say some negative stuff, then it's like, yeah, you know, the thing is this: they're never going to be truthful, they're never going to be honest. It's one of those people where it's like, hey, if you trust them, you obviously know a side of them that we don't know, all right? And that's usually, yeah, like friends, family, people that don't really particularly know of their content creating career. It's more so people that they've actually met face to face, you know, in internet terms, IRL. So, yeah, I just think that that's something, a little fun fact. And that's why I'm like, you know, if I ever were to deal with the hater, I feel like that I've done it before, where it's like I tried to bring out, yeah, it was with Minnesota Boy, where it's like I tried to bring out who he really is as a person, but he was trying to hide from who he really was. And I'm like, that's somebody. So for those that don't really particularly know of that situation, I just recently did a story time video. I haven't uploaded that video yet, but no, it should be getting uploaded here soon onto YouTube. But no, I did a story time where I kind of talked on our beef. But that's one thing about him, was that I personally didn't feel like that he was racist. I do feel like that he was somebody that, you know, wanted to trend and go viral, and then didn't really lead him anywhere. But I personally don't think, yeah, it was messed up what he said. It was messed up, you know, what he did in his like quote unquote racist rant video. But I don't personally think that he was racist, because there's exposing videos coming out of him where he was like being all cool and buddy with white people, shaking their hands, eating dinner with them and all that stuff. And then there was another, like, you know, the multiple times where I've asked them, like, okay, go and approach white people face to face and tell them how you feel. Like, keep that same energy that you have in your videos and tell them face to face all this racist stuff that you preaching about on social media. And he never did. And so that's why maybe I shouldn't have used the word preaching. Maybe I should have said like talking or something. He said preaching racism. Nah, that's not, those are two words that are just not compatible. You can't preach racism. All right. So anyways, but no, like I always had called them out on that. And that was the thing where it's like, he chose to be negative, but I was like, you're being negative. Like, there's people in this world that will be negative for no reason. Like, there's no reason for it. And I feel like that's a lot of people. I feel like that, yeah, there probably might be some people out there where it's like past trauma or stuff that's went down in their childhood or even adult life where they feel like that they need to be negative in every situation. And here's the thing, you know, I guess like talking on myself a little bit, I do feel like that, you know, I kind of like, not fully, but I somewhat became a person like that. And I think, you know, yeah, talking on that whole situation that happened a few years back with the whole rejection thing and the girl, afterwards, it was like I just looked at relationships and just kind of had like this disgusted feeling, you know, when I seen like movies or TV shows or whatever, and it's like, you know, happy couples, people getting married and all that stuff, people getting in relationships. And yeah, it was like a part of me was just like disgusted, like what, why, like, you know. And that's the thing where I'm like, I the reason why I can admit to that is because I know at heart I'm not negative. All right, that's just, you know, me going through a troubling time. At some point in time I'll get through it, but at the time being, yeah, you know, I'm gonna be thinking along those lines. And I'm like, and now I don't like thinking along those lines. Like, that's not something that I thrive for. That's not something. So if I can avoid being in a mindset like that, you best believe I will, because I'm like, that's not me, that's not who I am. And I feel like that now I'm starting to actually, you know, and I did it today with an episode of Catfish. I was like, the dude, he was, because I don't know, like I probably would have kept watching if the dude was getting catfish, but it turned out to be the actual person. I turned the TV off, went downstairs, had my breakfast, and I was like, the thing is this, you know, and it's probably like, if you're not, like, whether I mean it or things, but I do hope everything worked out for that guy and, you know, that girl. Like, I kind of do regret, because I'm like, dang, I should have maybe not done that. I'm like, I actually wanted to see it seems like with Catfish, they like to show reruns a lot, so it'll probably be at some point in time I'll be able to see that episode again, and I will fully watch it this time and stuff, and not let my own, personal problems get in the way of like, other people's happiness and things. But yeah, it was like, I feel like that had a lot to do with me skipping out on some friends' weddings and stuff, like just being in a bad mind place. And no, it sucks, man. And I'm like, that's why I'm like me. And I know people would probably ask me like, have I ever been a negative person? I feel like at points in time in my life, yes, I have been negative. Did I enjoy it? No. Do I sit down and regret it? 100%. Like, that's the thing where I'm like, I try to be the most positive and outgoing person. I try to, push out that positivity amongst people around me in my circle, so it's like they can carry on that positivity. I even try to preach positivity to people, if I'm doing podcast episodes, YouTube videos, whatever the situation is. I think I need to do more of it because, no, I do feel like that more positivity needs to exist in this world. We got so much negativity, and that's one thing where it's like, working at that cafe job in Seattle, where it's like, bro, all the negative people that I dealt with at that place, oh my god, man, there were some people that was there, and I'm like, why do you come down here? Like, I get that you're hungry, but it's like, I'd imagine, because you come off as somebody that makes more money than me, right? And I guess this is me, being negative. But I feel like I feel like there isn't no right reason to be negative. But at times, there's just people where it's like, you're just being negative for no reason. So you leave me no choice. I'm like, I'm not. The one thing is this. I'm not going to allow people to walk all over me. So don't take my positivity for a weakness. Like, I will gladly roast you, push you down, kick dust in your face, and will not care about it. I will sleep like a baby at night, all right? No problems about it. But nah, man, like, there were people at that job where it was like, I know you make more money than me, so you very well can go to the store, make yourselves grab as much food as you need to grab, make yourself a little lunchbox. Fam, I will recommend some lunchboxes for you. Get the little kitty lunchbox, whatever it is. You can even do, there was at one point in time, I had like the ghetto lunchbox. It was just one of them little brown paper bags, So I'm saying, you could get you that, put a bunch of snacks in there, a little, Capri Sun. They don't sell Capri Sun Sports no more, but I possibly would have recommended that if they still sold those. I'm just saying, they need to bring those back. I'm like, I think I might do a video on YouTube where I'm like, where's my journal at? I'm like, they need to do that. Bring Capri Sun Sport back. I'm gonna write that down in my journal real quick because no, I've been doing that. I've been writing down ideas. So give me a second. Bring back Capri Sun Sport drinks. Okay, there we go. I mean, like, overall, I know and stuff, but yeah, and I'm like, I will do that video when I get a chance to. But anyways, but no, I'm saying, like, bruh, bring your food in from home. I'm like, I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to see you. I'm like, I wish you the best in life. I wish you would be a little bit more positive, but I don't want to be in the same presence as you. You're just out here being rude and negative for no reason. So that's why I'm like, and it was funny because I'll never forget. There's this one girl where she always kind of had, and so here's what I personally think, and I could be wrong. I don't know. Again, could just be judging a book by its cover. But I did feel like at times she was giving me a little bit of an attitude. Like, there were some days where I'm like, I think I did tell her, I was like, oh, have a nice day, and she just walked off. Then, like, say, all right, you too, thank you, whatever, just walked off, I feel like that's kind of rude, like somebody tells me have a nice day, I make sure to say it back. I don't care. That person can have the most angriest look on them. And I don't know, maybe because I've been told that too, where I have like an angry look and I'm like, I'm not angry. Like, I'm actually happy and stuff. So like, I don't know. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was her. I don't know. But I know that she was friends with the one girl that I had beef with when I had started working at that cafe. Cafe? What am I saying? Cafe. Now, like, no, I feel like, bro, that'd be a dope restaurant name, Cafe. And then it's like, it's a weird way of saying it, but like, it's still like a cafe / restaurant. Bro, I'm about to come out with a restaurant and things. But anyway, Cafe coming out soon. So, but anyways, back to the story. So, this customer, she was friends with the one cashier that I had problems with when I started working at the cafe, and I don't know. Like, I don't know if they had talked and they was like, oh yeah, that big headed guy with the glasses and the blonde mohawk. Yeah, something wrong with him. He just started working here. He don't know nothing. I don't know if that cashier was saying that about me. She like, oh yeah, just give him an attitude every time. I hate him. He's annoying. He's this. He's that. And so I don't know, but I do feel like that she was kind of just giving me an attitude. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe if it was one of those things where it's like if we were to see each other out in public and we were to recognize each other, if we were to say something to each other, okay, then there ain't no beef, there ain't no problems. But I was under the impression that there might have been some beef and problems just because she was friends with the other cashier. I don't know if they friends till this day, but I do think that, there was still some hostility between me and that customer. But no, there was a day where it was, and I remember because it was Christmas. I actually still have that hat till this day. But anyways, the hat was this like it was like an elf hat, but the hat had like these white ears on it. And so I was wearing the hat obviously like during work hours and stuff. And she had came up, and then there was like, so the funny thing is like I might not been cool with her, but I was cool with like some of the employees that she had worked with and stuff. So they came up and they was like, oh yeah, I see you rocking your hat. And I'm like, yeah, but like sad thing is they ain't have like no like elf ears that just that match my skin tone and stuff. That the customer that was giving me attitude, I have never heard an outburst of laughter from her out of the whole time I had worked there, even from like customers. I don't even know. It could have been a fake laugh for all we know, all right? But I felt like the laugh was genuine, but it could have been fake. Now thinking about it, I'm like, it could have been a fake laugh. But I'm like, why? Who fakes laugh like that? I'm like, bro, if I fake laugh, I'm like, yeah, that's funny, man. I'm like, or I might smile and shake my head or something, but like, that outburst of laughter, I'm like, nah, I feel like there had to been like maybe a tiny little bit of spirit in you with that laugh, but I feel like that she was genuinely laughing. But I've never heard her laugh like that before. I'm saying even with like customers that she, or like other customers that she worked with, like her employees, and I was like, of course, like they'll be in line conversating, whereas some other things, yeah, they're just, whatever the situation is, like, I felt like I had seen her enough to know that she don't laugh like that. So that, I'm like, and so that's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, like, I might just be that funny. I might just have that positive aurora. Is that how you say that word? Whatever. Vibe. Energy, whatever you want to call it, where it kind of just it radiates and it gets into other people's systems and stuff. And yeah, she just had like that random outburst of laughter. She seemed like she was cool after that. I don't know, but anyways, but no, like I'm saying, like it's people like that though, where it's like from her to there's other, like I felt like the last, cause she ended up leaving at some point in time, but I felt like her last few days she was chill. I do feel like around that time when the one cashier was there and then me and her was beefing, yeah, it was like I had smoke with everybody and stuff. So but no, there was like other customers that was there, and I'm like, fam, like if you're one of those customers that just goes into businesses and you just rude to people for no reason, stop going in there. That person don't need to deal with that. They don't need to deal with your negativity. Go take that elsewhere. And I know people are gonna probably be trying to defend now, like, well, I gotta eat. Okay, bring food from the house. Go to a store and go to a store, buy some food, go to the self-checkout area, and just don't deal with nobody, because obviously you don't know how to deal with people. So just don't deal with nobody. If you're gonna be negative towards people for no reason and you trying to defend your negativity, you just don't even need to be dealing with people until you can be a little bit more positive with people. But that goes for everybody. That goes for content creators. That goes for, because I'm saying, I'm like, bro, I don't know the amount of times where I just seen where content creators, like there's some, I feel like a line of like content creators where it's like they're just negative for no reason, and a lot of them exist. And there's like, I had to say there's probably only one where it's like, okay, I get why he's doing it, but everybody else, I'm like, I don't get why you're doing it. But commentary channels, and I'm like, and I know people are like, but wait a minute, don't you have a commentary channel? Yeah, but at least, so I'm like talking on things, I'm not being negative about it. At least the thing is this, if from here on out, if I ever do a commentary video, I would at least be some sort of positive, like depending on what the story is. Like if it's on some crazy stuff, then I'm like, okay, whatever it is. But yeah, I'm like, I'll just make sure to just be positive in things. But But no, like there's just so many people in the commentary community where it's like I've had my fair shares of deals with them, and I'm like, bro, why is y'all so negative? Like, dang, be happy. I'm like, that find a reason to be happy and just be happy, bruh. So. But anyways, yeah, just overall, people, stop being negative. That's it. That's all you got to do. Just stop being negative. All right. So, anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. I ain't gonna do no promo stuff because I actually got some food cooking right now and I don't want to burn it. So, thank you guys. Stay tuned for the next episode and peace.